Arguing for the end of adult marijuana prohibition is easy because we have facts, science, reason, compassion, evidence, truth, and logic on our side. It is even easier when researchers catalog it all for us. Learn how to gather the facts on marijuana use, arrests, seizures, rehabs, drug tests, and more in this edition of Drug War Data Mining. Welcome back, everyone, and scanning over the election results from last night, the one sad point for everyone watching our 7-hour coverage was the returns from Florida, where they came in with only 57.6% of the vote. Anywhere else in the nation, this would be considered a slam dunk. And in fact, that 57.6% vote for medical marijuana in Florida is greater than the votes were in Oregon, California, or Colorado, among others. So the people there that are really bummed out about this not passing, I understand that. But really, from my perspective, Florida was a huge victory last night. And only the technicality of the Florida Constitution is keeping people from medical marijuana at this point. The legislators in Florida have gotten the message that there is a huge and widespread support for access to medical marijuana in the state. And mark my words, in 2016, there will be medical marijuana winning in the election in Florida. There's too much money that wants to make it happen. There are too many seniors in Florida that want to make this happen. I feel if they come out with better language, a better front man for the campaign, and get more patient stories in front of the people, we will see medical marijuana in Florida. Medical marijuana in Florida, I've composed some of the numbers here. This is a breakdown by counties. All the county votes in Florida. And as you can see, there were a number of counties here, 9 counties in Florida that would have passed the constitutional amendment, that got over 60% of the vote. And some of these counties, we're talking hundreds of thousands of people, almost 500,000 in Broward County. We're talking about, 443,000 votes in Broward and 403 in Palm Beach and 350,000 in Pinellas County, and great margins of victory from 24% to 43% margins. That will not be lost on the lawmakers in Florida. As we scroll down, we can find out as well that there were many counties that were in the majority, even if they didn't break that 60%. In this respect, we're looking at how many of these counties coming in at above 50. There's 42 counties that came in above 50%. Then looking at the counties that did not pass, that were below 50%, we have 16 of them with ranges between 0.04% down to 20% in the range of victory. So much greater margins of victory among the counties that supported it than margins of defeat in the counties that opposed it. This, again, shows great support for medical marijuana moving forward in Florida. In fact, looking at the totals here, we have got 3.3 million votes for medical marijuana versus 2.4 million against. Again, that 57.6% victory means a 15% margin. And that is something that will catch any politician's attention. Any issue, there's a 15% margin. The averages are here listed here as well, where we can see how many votes there were. And really, in the counties where it got less than a majority, it worked out to about 1,833 votes per county that kept it at less than a majority. So there's much to look at Florida. These votes for medical marijuana, these 3.3 million votes, are more votes than Governor Rick Scott got for his reelection, more than Pam Bondi got for her attorney general reelection, and are more than were achieved in any of the statewide Florida elections. More people voted for marijuana than voted for any statewide candidate. And once again, that can't be lost on these politicians. They're going to pay attention to those numbers. That's the kind of stuff they want to see. So folks in Florida, don't despair. You just suffered what I would consider your Oregon 2012 moment. In Oregon, we wanted to pass legalization, but our language was wide open, way too wide open, too easy for our critics to attack. And the front man of our messaging for the campaign in 2012 was someone who'd had a shady business past and was easily attacked by the members of the media and our opponents. Likewise, in Florida, you got language that was really wide open, having the California clause where doctors could recommend for any condition they feel marijuana would help. And you had a front man in John Morgan, who is a personal injury attorney, which doesn't always engender the best stereotypes, who then was caught in a drunken tirade going off about passing medical marijuana. And that did not do well for the campaign as well either. 2016